Hey folks, this is a video on how I cleaned up this thermostat valve on our shower because it was absolutely jam solid. But as you can see now, it turns smooth and freely and it's set exact. So there are videos out there on how to remove this thermostatic valve in your shower, so I'm not going to bore you with taking it out, but I have showed you how I refitted it and cleaned it up. Hey folks, thought I'd do a wee video on how to clean my shower cartridge. I've had a look online and there's no an awful lot about it, how to dismantle it, so we'll give it a bash, so bear with me. Okay, so we have a Milano Nero rain shower with an attachment as well and the box sprayers onto it. So there's not a lot telling you how to do it, but this is a 22mm nut. I just got a socket. It's quite tight to come off, but once you get it off, slackened, it just comes off, no bother. Now there's a rubber washer here, here and here. So to avoid damaging them, I'm going to keep this one on here. Now, just take it off careful. There's another rubber washer here, so we need to clean that, because I don't know if you can see the lime scale on it. It's pretty minging. So put that there. And inside there's a spring. I don't know if you can see that as well. It's all lime scale. We haven't got a lime scale filter in this house. Right, so now I'm just going to be careful with these because they're quite fragile. They just get a wee pick or a wee screwdriver and set that beside it. And then there's this top one here. It's the thick one. So take things off in the order you're doing it, and everything else should be pretty self-explanatory when you come to fit it. So this was the last, this was the first. Now there's a little circlip in the end here. I've taken it off, and by the looks of it I've lost it already. Friday, it's been 39 degrees here in France for the last week, and it's the 29th of May just now. Right, before, I've actually taken this off. Now before, that wouldn't move. It was solid as a rock. It wouldn't have changed temperature. It was just absolutely solid. But what I have here is a wee glass of 1 part water, 1 part vinegar, white vinegar. So what I'll do is I'll just dunk it in. I'll leave it in there for 5 minutes. If you can, get a wee old toothbrush, and just every now and again just get a wee agitation. This water was crystal clear when I started, and I've only had it like a few minutes, and it's absolutely minging already. So I'll keep doing that for 5-10 minutes and get back. Right, so here's the end piece with the rubber ring on it. It still feels pretty good. There's no nicks to it or anything. So I'm just doing the same. I'm just cleaning it with the vinegar water mixture. I mean, it has sort of brightened it up slightly, the copper bit. So just get a wee clean like that. If you want, I suppose you can dunk it in as well. Same with the spring. We'll put the spring in as well. And then we'll just get just a wee kitchen wipe for the rubber lines. So just be very careful because this thing's very thin. So we'll just take it easy. Take it easy with that. I was looking for videos on how to clean it, but wasn't seeing any. So I thought I'd do this. I'm not doing anything else today, it's 40. The heat here is unbelievable. It's the middle of a heat wave, eh? So I found the wee circlip. It goes in at the end here. So that'll be the last thing that I'll replace. But I need it out just now so the valve can move inside. Now, there's a wee rubber washer in here, and I can't get it to at the end. Maybe just need to push it out just a wee bit harder, but I don't want to ruin that. But there's no other way I can see of getting that out. Okay, so by the looks of it, there is only one moving part, and it's this bottom valve, which I'm assuming is for letting cold water in. Now this spins quite freely, and it was in and out, so I'm guessing that is working pretty good. Now, after you've cleaned it, I mean, there's some written instructions. It doesn't show you what to do. So after you've cleaned it, just put it in some warm water with washing up liquid, and let that just sit for 10-15 minutes. Just get a wee shake now and again. So we'll let that cook, and I might eat some cotton biscuits because I'm a bit peckish. Right, that's about 10-15 minutes. Now I'll just get a quick wipe with this is just an antibacterial kitchen wipe. So we'll just clean that up. Toilet paper and just get it dry. Right, that's our dry. What I'll do now is just put some dish soap onto it. Just lube it up a wee bit. It just helps the rubber seals go on a bit easier. So the big fat one goes on first. Again, just be careful when you're replacing it, because you don't want to be ripping it, or splitting it, or tearing it, or nicking it. If you do, you'll have to get a new seal. I mean, you should be able to get them at the local DIY shop or whatever. Now, the wee ring, the thin ring, goes on next. So it goes into this wee groove here. So that's good. Be careful with the brass as well, because it's so soft. It can mark quite easily. Okay. Now for the spring. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very slightly thicker this end than it is at the other. So the thick end, the thin end goes on first. So the fat end sits up the top and it goes into this. Now what I'll do is I'll put a wee drop of fairy liquid in there. I mean, silicone grease would probably be the best because it's designed for plumbing, I think. So we'll put that fat end into there, and then the whole lot goes in. Now because it's a spring, you need to push it and turn it. Try not to double thread it as well, because if you do that, you're in a world of trouble. Okay, that's that. Now I'll just adjust these. There's a ring here. I'm assuming it's for a pair of pliers. And then your 22mm socket, just give it a nip. Then I go mental tight bit. You might slip the threads, you might damage this as well. But that is it, basically done. Now all I need to do is get this ring back into here. But I'll do that off camera because I need 4 hands for this. Okay, that's all back together. Got that circlip in. That was a bit tricky actually, just with 2 hands. But I got it on slightly, but it wasn't quite locating into the groove. Don't know if you can see it there. But I got a pair of the hen's legs pliers and just squished it on, and it's actually located. So that's it back, reassembled. So we'll go and put it back into the shower now. Right, here we're at the shower. I had to, because these holes were so tight, I couldn't get this centre ring out, but I'll show you what that was. And then this goes. Now there's a wee lug sticking out. Don't know if you can see that. And it matches up. There's a lug. There's a groove in the housing itself. So that let's get a wee push in. And then you get, there's a locating ring. It's only about 5mm wide, thick. And then this just slips in. Right, I've got it started, so I'll just get a wee screwdriver and just spin around all the way in, as far as it'll go. And it will locate. Now that's quite tight there. Now I know that's near enough exactly where it was before. But all I have is my drill here, and then what we'll do is we'll just get a wee tighten, just a wee. Right, that should be tight enough. Yeah, that want it as tight you can't budge it again. Right, I'll find the next bit. Okay, this is the 32 degrees safety bit. So the little step bit goes at exactly 12 o'clock position. So I just bung it on there. Round away with it. Right, that's it there. Right, I'll just need to give it a wee chop on. Right, I just had to chop it on. It was just a wee bit tight. That's okay, it's in now. It will bottom out, so you'll know, because you can't move it either side or whatever. Right, next piece is, it's just a cover for the whole lot. You can see where it's been rubbing as well. So this just screws onto the inside, and because this was tight, I might just make it hang. There we go. And that just screws in. I probably would just get as hand tight as you could. Now that's fine. Right. Okay, so before we get the water on, I need to replace the cover. Now, it just pushes on. What you can do is maybe just put a teeny wee bead of silicone on the back edge. It doesn't go mental if you're going to do that, because you need to cut it to get it off again and then reseal it when you put it back on. That's that. So I'll get the I'll get the buttons on. Right, I'll tighten. This one doesn't matter just now, so I'll leave that off. Right, I've got the top one on and the bottom one on. The top one does the rainfall shower part. So I'll just tighten that up. Then I go mental if you're using a power thing. Right, so this is the hot and cold. All the way cold, figure out all the way hot, and then back it off into the middle. Start the shower up and set the temperature. I've measured it, got it all the way cold, all the way hot, and it was 1 1/4 turns. So I went to the hot, backed it off 3/4 of a turn. So that in theory should be the middle, but I have a thermometer there anyway. So we'll start the shower and see what it's going to do. Okay, we're sitting at 26 degrees. Yeah, it's hotter. Okay. The safety is 32 degrees, so even if it gets to 31, I'll be quite happy. So we just keep going till we hit 32. Alright, we'll give that a try. That is sitting exactly 32 degrees. I don't know if you can pick that up in the thermometer. But that was exactly 32. So we can shut her off now. Well, it's 38 degrees it is. So I'll keep going to 38 then. Yeah, that should be 37, 36, 37. So that's perfect. So I'll switch it off. So as you can see, it's 38 is the safety. Is up at the 12 o'clock position. I know that it's 36, 37 degrees, so that's cool. So I'll fit that. Okay, that's tightened up with the grab screws now. I just have the little turny bits. They just screw on over the head of the grub screw. Again, you don't want them mega tight, you want them to come off quite easily. Right, that's good. Now, that's her, that's ready to rock. See if it turns, because before we had to like physically two hands and try and get it to turn, which is why that brass ferrule that this screws into is all chewed up. We'll give it a test drive. One, that's good. We shall. Won't go cold. Oh, look at that. Yeah, well, that's brilliant. There's no rough bits, there's no notchiness. Now it's on to really hot. That's hot. Well folks, I would say that was a success. Cracking shower. That is the only thing that has let it down. But it's fixed now, so to remove the cartridge is basically the opposite of how I reinstalled it. So you take your handles off, take the plastic bit out, the ring, unscrew that, and then pull the whole cartridge out and refit it as it is. If you're getting any out of the video, thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends if they've got a dodgy shower like that, and hopefully see you again. Right, thanks, bye bye.